Good afternoon and welcome to the Yokohama International Pool as the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS host OSAKA EVESSA. Both these squads looking to be able to pick up a victory here. They are below 500 as far as their team standing is concerned, and they want to be able to get right back onto the winning track. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS at 8 and 13, OSAKA EVESSA at 9 and 12. This really a swimming pool venue, as you saw a while ago with that wide shot. But basketball will take center stage this afternoon. There you have the team standings of both these squads. One in the Eastern Conference, the other in the Western Conference. Eastern Conference led by three teams: Brex, the Jets, and Hokkaido. On the other side, Nagasaki Velka leads the Western Conference. Those are the results of the previous games. We're going to see the stars of both these squads coming to the forefront once again. Damian Inglis there on your screens, one of the key players for Yokohama. Here's the lineup of Yokohama. Seiya Ando, of course, longtime member of the national squad at number 3. Number 4, Damian Inglis. They also have number 8, Gary Clark. Not to mention Kiefer Abena from the Philippines. Trying to stay afloat here. Early part of the season. Each squad plays 60 games in the regular season before we get into the B-League playoffs, or what they call the B-League Championship. We're going to have the starters for both these squads in a while. Starting out with Osaka squad, of course. Here's the lineup of Coach Hiroki Fujita. Ray Parks is not listed here today. Ray Parks is actually in Thailand with Gilas Pilipinas, the national squad of the Philippines. He was allowed by Osaka to be able to play for a week and a half in Thailand. He'll be back here, but right after he does his national duty playing with the national squad. So they're going to rely on number 5, Matt Bonds, number 11, Ryan Luther, and number 52, Volodymyr Herun. These are comparative stats. Herun will be coming off the bench as usual. And here we go, the introductions of both these squads.
OSAKA EVESSA starting five. Number 4, Aoki Yasunori. Number 5, Matt Bonds. Number 11, Ian Kursa. Number 20, Goda Rei. Number 88, Maki Hayato. Head coach, Fujita Hiroki.
And their starters, Aoki, Bonds, Luther, Goda, and Maki for Coach Hiroki Fujita. There's Coach Fujita. And now let's welcome the hometown squad, the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS.
Beatles sailing performance.
As we look at some of the highlights of number 3, Seiya Ando. He can light it up from just about anywhere, but he loves to shoot from 3. As you see there, maintaining his composure, getting it up and through. Impressive numbers for the longtime member of the Japanese national squad. Seiya Ando, so far, averaging 30 minutes on the floor. With pretty good averages, 15.2 points, 2 rebounds, and 3.3 assists per ball game. On the other hand, look at the numbers here of Matt Bonds. Bonds is averaging 23.8 points a ball game. Been on the floor for almost the whole game. 32.36 minutes. Almost a double-double. Also has 9.3 boards and 3.5 assists.
Yokohama B-CORSAIRS starting.
Here are the starters for Coach Lassie Tuovi. And there you have the starters for Yokohama: Ando, Inglis, Morii, Tarzewski, and Sudo. Fans are ready. Nice look there at Coach Lassie. Always looking slick. Our 3 officials for this Saturday afternoon: referee Kitazawa, referee Chida, and referee Maeda. Just ringing the bell there, that is customary here in Yokohama. Starters once again for both these squads on your screens. And we're ready for basketball action here this Saturday afternoon. Once again, the B-CORSAIRS at 8-13. Osaka slightly ahead at 9-12. So past the 1/3 of the elimination round games. Time for them to start to turn things around. Talking about both these squads. First possession to the home squad. Tarzewski up high. Finds Seiya Ando. Ando finds the big man. Tarzewski rattles that one through. 2-0 for Yokohama. Matt Barnes in possession. They go to the side, inside to Ryan. Luther will bring it out. Stopping and popping, trying to kiss it off the glass. Not going to work that time for Aoki. They look inside. Quick move. Damien Inglis. 4-0. Chance of defense from the fans here at the Yokohama International Pool. Nice find. Open three, just short. Ryan Luther with a putback, yes. So the visitors are on the board. Once again, Sands, Ray Parks. Parks actually landed yesterday in Thailand with the rest of the Philippine national squad for the 33rd edition of the Southeast Asian Games. Minute and a half gone in quarter number 1. And look inside to Tarzewski. He'll give it up. Morii with a jumper, just short. They'll try to push Ryan Luther. Now they'll wait for the rest of the troops. No need to rush. Early goings here. Luther, a couple of moves. Another push shot. And we're tied at 4. All 4 points, courtesy of Ryan Luther. No lead pass, so now they'll settle down in the half-court set. Tarzewski will kick it out. Sudo. Inglis against the double team. They send it over and Sudo delivers. 3-point lead now here for the squad of Yokohama. Koya Sudo actually is playing his 300th game. Congratulations to him. What a milestone. And he'll pick up the charge here against Matt Barnes. That was a big collision. He's going to feel that tomorrow. Ooh, they're going to say it's a blocking foul. So Matt Barnes will have 2 shots from the 15-foot line. Another one of those bang-bang plays. The hardest to call, really, in the sport of basketball. Barnes makes the first. Matt Barnes, we talked about his scoring average a while ago of 23.8. Is 3rd in the league. And he's also 5th in terms of rebounding at 9.3. Impressive performance so far by Matt Barnes. He'd like to show a little bit more in terms of victories, though. Seven, 6. Here's Damien Inglis. Gets to his spot. Slight nudge. That's all he needed. Inglis now with 4 points. Swinging that ball around the perimeter once again. Matt Barnes inside. He's got 4 points now. Inglis, a little fake here and there. Falling away, Damien Inglis starting to catch fire early here. 11-8 is our tally. Swing it around the perimeter. Probing the defense. And then Maki with the layup. Oh, check that. That's a Yoki. His first basket. First basket there for a local. 11-10. Ando will have to give it up. Sudo, quick move, sidestepping move. Nice kiss off the glass there. Back up to a 3-point lead. Sudo now with 5 points. Short there on that 3. That's a specialty of Ryan. All by his lonesome. Dodging a bullet there was Yokohama. Oh, check, that was Osaka. There's a man down. Checking on it, it's Ray Goda. There was the collision with Sudo. He's gonna head to the bench. He looks a little shaken still. Still in obvious pain. Trainers are gonna work on him on the sideline. Well, they have Seiga Sakamoto coming in his place. Number 15, Mr. Takeuchi is back. That's Joji Takeuchi. One half of the Twins. Boy, Hayato Maki just launched, hits, and we're deadlocked at 13. Second tie of the ball game. Gary Clark, who just checked in, hits another 3, answers that 3. Back up to a 3-point lead here for the hosts. 16-13 is our tally. Look at the speed being brought to the floor here by none other than Tatsuya Suzuki. Bonds will misfire. Gets it right back though. Maki short. Ando picks it up. They'll try to push. Clark, fresh off the bench, already with 3 points. For Yasudo. Take advantage of the fact that he is much bigger, much stronger than Tatsuya. Suzuki standing at 5'7", Sudo at 6'1". That's the familiar strategy, really. You've got to attack the much smaller player in Suzuki. A veteran coming in, number 31. That's Makoto Kinoshita. Seiga Sakamoto, usually a starter, today coming off the bench. Hiroki looking for somebody to give them a spark with that second unit. First will drop for Sudo. Second on the way. I think if we calibrate there. Kiefer Avena will check in for the first time. He's the spark for Coach Lassie coming off the bench on the opposite end. Their rival here of Seiga. 18-13. That's a quick reply. Boy, Kinoshita just comes in and contributes immediately. Bounce pass. Kai King wasn't expecting it. Coach Lassie said, that's good. That's all good. Let's get it back. Still a 3-point lead here for Yokohama. Inglis following Matt Bonds all the way up. We'll restart the offense. Nice bounce pass. Takeuchi delivers. Boy, this guy has seen so much action at the age of 40, and he feels he can still go. Can't teach height. He's 6'9". Also with loads of experience with the national squad. Kai King. Extra swing. Ando for three, yes. He's a dead shot. Extends the lead back up to 4. Yamashita comes out. Attacks the interior. No look pass inside. Sega Sakamoto. You like what he does. He loves to move without the basketball. Always makes himself available. And picks up the basket there. Inglis has played the entire game so far. Tries to look for Clark. Too tight of a pass. Volodymyr Hirun will check in as that will be the first rest of Damien. And check that, that's Caleb Darzewski. But Volodymyr Hirun is on the floor for the opposite side. That's a battle that everybody was looking forward to. Hirun at 6'10" up against a 7-foot Caleb. Hiroki Taniguchi also seeing action for the first time here. Kiefer Ravena was telling Kai King about the shot clock. King wasn't aware. It'll be a 24-second shot clock violation. Ryan Luther comes right back in. It's now Seiga at the point. Usually the starting point guard for the squad of Osaka, not today. Open three. Bang. Yoshia Uematsu. Talk about instant offense. Timeout on the floor. It's the first lead for Osaka here now at 22-21. Lasito will be forced to call that timeout as he saw suddenly his home squad giving up the lead. Now trailing by 1, they've got possession. Let's take a look at this play that Coach Lassie drew up. Try to get the lead right back here. Will they try to look for Clark? Ravena. Almost traveled, it's gonna lose it. They send it forward. What a trail job done by Hirun. And he slams that one through. Not the smoothest of fast breaks, but it worked. 24-21. Foul's going to be called there. That will be on Yoshia. No, it's going to be on Seiga, they say. That'll be his first. There's confirmation. Third team foul now for EVESSA. Kentamori comes right back in. 90 seconds remaining in the opening period. Kiefer, they blitz him. He breaks that double team. Nice find. Kenta for 3. That's sweet. Tied again at 24. Third deadlock. Kiefer Avena, one of the premier point guards in the B-League. Comes up with a block there. And they're off and running. Kiefer Avena trying to do everything for his squad. Gets the assist, gets the block, and tries to ignite the fast break. Here's the block. Comes up from behind. Boom. Unfortunately, coming off the foot there of Kenta. A little bit too fast for his own good that time. Aoki back. He was a starter for Coach Fujita. We go to Volodymyr. There's that matchup we were looking for. Inside. Foul Kiefer. Quickly acknowledges the foul. Apologizes. There's nothing he can do here, really. Actually, he got a lot of ball. Got a piece of the arm, which is his first foul. Second here for Yokohama. Hirona on the line for 2 shots, trying to break this tie. Up by 1. The 31-year-old Volodymyr Herun from Ukraine. Short in the second. He's going to get it back. Nice tip. We got a brand new 14 to work with here. Final seconds of the first. Steal here. Not too many turnovers for both these squads. Kiefer Avena, nice find. That's another assist. Tarzewski, the recipient that time. 2 dimes already issued by Kiefer. Final 8 seconds. The B-CORSAIRS have fouls to give. And a foul is going to be called on Caleb. Well, you want to give a foul much earlier than that and not in the act of shooting. Tarzewski picks himself up. Watch it here once again. That was another nice block by Kiefer. First personal foul on Tarzewski. 1.7 remaining on the clock. Let's see if we're going to have a heave coming here from the B-CORSAIRS. Second free throw made here by Volodymyr. He's 2 out of 3 from the line. So far only 1 turnover for Osaka. 4 for the B-CORSAIRS. It will be too strong. .3 remaining on the clock. We're staying on this end. They're going to bring in Bonds. We're going to look for a last second shot here, and Bonds, always a good bet. If you want something going towards the basket. Little shove there from Kinoshita. Get himself open, but in the end, he's going to miss the shot. First 10 minutes done here at the Yokohama International Pool. And we are deadlocked at 26.
めでとうございます。
まだまだいきますよ。さあ B クラップなどを使って、ね、タオルも使ってアピールしてください。こっちこっちってね。はい。振ってらっしゃる方もいらっしゃいますね。いいですね。
大きくアピール。
さあ2発目いきますよ。どこに行こうか。レッツゴー。オッケー。
さあ1階席の皆さんには B ローンズが直接プレゼントジャガードミニタオルをお渡しに行きます。大きくアピールしてお待ちください。
さあ最後3発目。これ最後です。これ最後ですよ。最後いっちゃうよ。
さあ行きますよ。
終了。見事プレゼントゲットされた方おめでとうございました。以上海賊バズーカプレゼントタイムでした。さあ改めてご案内しましょう。横浜 B コルシアスネバーシャリ須藤光也選手、今日の出場で B1 通算300試合達成です。さあそんな須藤選手、スリーポイントも今日1本決めています。あと2本で B1 通算300スリーポイントということにもなります。あと2本。安藤選手のあと1点で B1 個人通算7000得点。さあ第2クォーターが始まっていきます。大阪ボールでスタート。
Second quarter underway here at the Yokohama International Pool. Thank you very much for joining us for B-League action this Saturday afternoon. Yokohama hosting Osaka. Osaka playing without Ray Parks. U.S. national team duties with Gilas Pilipinas in the SEA Games. Nothing going there on the offense for Osaka. Now Yokohama. Their first attempt here in the second quarter. Kiefer gets it back. And he'll be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Aoki. First team foul for Osaka. Here in the second quarter. First as well for Yasunori Aoki. Murii comes out to get it. Murii, one of the league leaders in terms of assists. Together with Ravenna. Clark. Inside, overshoots. Once again, using his entire 7-foot frame. Caleb Tarzevsky with a putback. Didn't have to jump as much. 2-point lead for the home squad. Hard to stay with Seiga Sakamoto. Foul's going to be called there, Murii. He's going to let that one go. Well, he was hoping it was going to be their ball. He misjudged what the referee saw. Minute gone here in the second. Murii. Now find Kiefer. Kiefer. That's a nice find in the wing. Another assist for Kiefer. He just checked in. Talking about Hiroki Taniguchi. That's a 5-point lead, and a quick timeout will have to be called by Coach Fujita.
効果的にスリーポイントシュートを決めていく今日の海賊たち横浜ビーコルセアーズ。ここまでスリーポイントシュートを5本沈めています。さあまだまだこの調子でいきますよブースターの皆さん。大阪ボールのリスタート。
Quick reply here on the other side. Missed opportunity by Osaka EVESSA, and scoring is Yokohama. And now they're up big. Now up by 7, 33-26. Luther puts up a 3. Looks good. It is. That'll cut the lead down to 4. Kiefer Ravenna will attack inside. That's too easy. He had the heft advantage there. Pick set. It's now 5-on-4. Suzuki. Yes. That's what he can do. He can light it up, and he's got the speed to get past anyone. Problem is, he's always taken to the rack. Let's see if they try to do the same here. An offensive foul is going to be called on Morii. That's a big collision there. And an offensive foul will be called on Kenta. That'll be his second personal foul. Seiya Ando will come back in. $35-32 is our tally. Suzuki again. Taking a shot. He's not going to take it from that far out and that early in the shot clock. Takeuchi gets it back. The two veterans playing catch. Bonds will have to launch. Will come up short. Another possession here for Osaka. They spread the floor once again. Takeuchi comes out to set the pick. Suzuki doesn't use it. Bonds against the double team. That bounce pass. Hitting the legs there of Tarzewski. 2 seconds in the shot clock now for the boys in white. They're going to have to launch from there. That's a great block. Damien Inglis, knowing the situation exactly, knew that the last second shot had to be taken. We'll come up with a block here. High pressure. Morii breaks it. Nice look inside. Tarzewski just likes to dive to the basket. Gets the foul there. Bonds can't believe it though. But it's 2 free throws. He did make some contact with the basketball, but there was also some arm. Not to mention the body. First personal foul on Bonds. Now a 5-point lead after those 2 free throws. On the outside, Takeuchi can hit this, and he does. He can really spread the floor, not to mention he gobbles up those rebounds and plays tough defense on the opposing imports. That'll cut the lead down to 2. Inglis tries to get closer. Now against a double team. Falling away hits. That's a tough shot, but he made it anyway. The lead is back up to 4. Takeuchi. Now to Luther. They'll set up high, as they always do. Bond shaking and baking. Gets it to Suzuki. Luther. That might be a charge. Ooh, they're gonna call the block here. Luther looked a little bit out of control. They're gonna get the break though. He just ran over Morii. That's gonna be the 3rd of Kenta. He's gonna have to hit the bench. Second will drop here for Ryan. That'll cut the lead down to 3. 39-36 is our official tally. Foul up high. That'll be the 2nd on Aoki. He doesn't like the call. Kai King with the inbound. Close to the halfway point. Sticking too close once again. That's going to be the 2nd consecutive foul on Aoki. He's barking out his complaints at the referee. Not happy, will have to be replaced. Coach Hiroki saying, sit down, cool your heels. Because that foul just put their squad in the penalty with still 5:06 to be played. A lot of free throws could be coming up here. Damien Inglis doing the right thing, tries to attack inside, kicks it out. Kai King, his specialty. A little bit too strong though. Bonds with the rebound. They'll try to push. Back to Bonds. Bonds just making contact there. And that foul from Sudo will also put Yokohama in the penalty. As we'll step away here. 4:46 to be played in the 2nd quarter. 39-36. Still in favor of the B-CORSAIRS.
ここで本日の冠企業様のご紹介です。平塚競輪場では12月28日から30日の3日間、競輪グランプリ2025を開催します。今年の真の競輪王者決定戦となるレースをぜひご覧ください。本日の来場者に配布したパンフレットには安藤誠也選手と平塚競輪所属の松井光雄選手の特別対談を収録。裏表紙には競輪グランプリ当日のイベント概要も掲載しております。ぜひチェックしてください。以上、本日の冠企業様のご紹介でした。
Kubiros. さあ前半残り5分を切ったところでオフィシャルタイムアウトがありました。この90秒間のブレイク、この後さあどんな展開が待っているか。横浜3点リード、大阪ボールのリスタート、ショットクロックは19秒から。さあみんなで守ろう。
And look for a quick strike. Didn't happen. Still a 3-point lead now enjoyed by the home squad. Kai King. Nice handoff. Clark for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. That's sweet. He's got 2 threes. Clark is a 3-level scorer. He's swinging it to the wing. Kinoshita back up high. Sakamoto. Kinoshita, nice bounce pass. Herun inside. Once he gets into that shaded area, he's going to take that shot. It's almost impossible to stop him. He's 6'10", he's long. He's got a 7-foot wingspan. And if he goes up high, not even Gary Clark and the combination with Inglis can stop him. Under 4 minutes remaining before the halftime break. The pace of this game will slow down just a tad because of the foul trouble. Missing the free throw though. Clark eventually will come up with it. Ando at the 1. Kiefer back on the bench. Well, back on the floor after being rested for a time. Here's Inglis. Alright, to challenge Hirun inside. Clark puts up 1. Not the best of shots. Steal. Kai King gets denied. They'll push it forward. Bonds. Easy layup. A quick timeout is going to be called here by Yokohama. Their lead has now been cut down to 2.
B-CORSAIRS 第1クォーターと第2クォーターを合わせました。この前半2度のタイムアウトを使い切るということになります。2度目のタイムアウト、大阪は残すところ1回です。リードしている横浜 B-CORSAIRS。ただこの前半のリード、さらに広げてリードを保って後半に入っていくためにも、さあ残り3分少々、皆さんギア上げてクラップに声、どんどん選手たちに送っていきましょう。スリーポイントシュートも効果的に決まっている今日の海賊たち。バスケットカウント持ってきます。さあ GO ビーコン、この声をみんなで送ろう。1、2、3、GO ビーコン。 Thank you。 さあ横浜ボールから GO ビーコン。
Back to the action. 3 minutes and change. Still to be played. 2 points separating these squads. Kiefer steps back. Will misfire though. 3 players from Osaka went for that rebound. That should be Yokohama ball. It is. They changed the call. But you like the aggressiveness shown And that's why coaches will not complain about that. And look inside. Clark forces the issue. Up against a much smaller defender. Nothing Uematsu could do. That's a smart play. Leads up to 4. Kinoshita. What a pass! Finds Hirun there. That's going to elicit the second personal foul coming here from Gary Clark. Nothing he could do again. Just got too deep.
チームファールは横浜いずれにしても4つを超えています。
Not wanting to give up the easy 2.
T シャツイエロー。
Let's see if it turns out to be a good foul. All he needs Hirun to do is just split these free throws. Here comes Tarzewski. Already in double digits with 10 points. Hirun will make the first. It's imperative for a big man really to be able to make those free throws. He's going to be sent to the line at least 5-6 times a ball game. Will make both. Ando still in the backcourt. They're going to have to rush and get it past the timeline. Kiefer felt he was fouled. Threw it up. No call. Luther inside. That's an easy layup. We're tied at 44. That's the 44th tie that we have in the ball game. 10 points now for Ryan. Gonna bring it closer. Picks up his dribble. That's going to be a foul there on Ryan Luther. He was trying to pull the chair, but before he was able to, there was some body contact. Watch it here. That was clear. One of the oldest tricks in the book. You pull the guy and at the same time make it seem like you're pulling the chair. Two free throws this time for Tarzewski. We'll get the shooter's roll. Not the best of fouls coming from Seiya Ando. Don't think he realized that they were in the penalty. You don't want to give free throws when your opponent hasn't even passed the half court. That's a poor decision. Two free throws now for Osaka to look to tie things up. Seiga makes the first. Seiga Sakamoto, one of the best two-way players here in the B-League. We're tied again. This time at 46. Ando will bring it down. Some pressure. This token pressure really from Sakamoto. Kiefer, that's a quick pass. And there's going to be another quick whistle. That might be on Luther. No, they're going to say it's a 3-second violation. We're going the other way. Turnover here for Yokohama. That's turnover number 6. 4 turnovers for Osaka EVESSA. Bonds looking for space. Open three, Sakamoto, yes.
3-ポイントショット坂本聖が
His 3-point lead matches the 3 that they had at 24-21 earlier in this game. A little bit of a shove there from Seiya Ando. No call. Tarzevsky with the jumper. A little bit too strong. Sega comes in, grabs the rebound and will push. Finds Ryan. Ryan for 3, no. Matt Bonds is there. And Bonds is going to be fouled. 2 more free throws for Osaka. As Inglis picks up a personal.
ダミアン・イングリス頭へのヒットがありました個人1つ目そしてチームファウルが4つをすでに超えていますボーナスの2ショットがマット・ボンズ
Getting the inside track there was Matt Bonds. And because of that foul, the first and Damien, 2 more shots coming the way of Osaka. Bonds trying to establish a new high in terms of their lead. It's now at 4. Could be 5. A minute remaining here in quarter number 2. They'll misfire. Still, it's a 4-point advantage. Avena serving the situation. We'll get it to Tarzevsky. And look for their main option, Seiya Ando. Not that time. Another foul there from Sega. Check that, another rebound. He thought he got fouled. Referee saying no. But it's possession here to Osaka. That's going to be a travel. That's clear. Bonds is of 2 minds on where to go. Quickly apologizes. Fujita trying to get in a last-minute substitution here. Clark will check in together with Taniguchi. Key for the baseline inbound. Now to bring it up. So no changes in the floor, they say. Difference of a second on the game clock and the shot clock. Inglis sends it wide. Taniguchi, his specialty. Bang! You saw that was coming. That's why he's in there, to spread the floor. 30-second timeout will be called here by Osaka. Still enough time to try to regain the lead. Watch that last-minute play. Perfect screen set by Kiefer. Defender couldn't get over to Taniguchi. He had all day to shoot. Exactly 1.7 remaining here. We've had a heck of a ball game between these 2 squads. We talked about it. Very close in the team standings, playing for separate conferences. Yokohama at 8 and 13, Osaka at 9 and 12. Osaka though playing a little bit short-handed, no Ray Parks. He's over in Thailand with Team Philippines. .7. Why not use your final timeout? You can't carry it over to the second half. No fouls to give though. Kai King is in. This is the quick squad they have. Forced heave. Boy, that was just short. Pretty good looking from Kinoshita. Good way to end the half. Strong end to the half by both these squads. And it's Osaka leading by 1 at the halftime break.
わずかに1点のリードは大阪エベッサ、この後後半に折り返します。
これより20分間のハーフタイムに入ります。再入場の際は再入場口や会場内で掲出している2次元コードを読み取っていただき、デジタル再入場券をぜひご利用ください。なお本日のハーフタイムは B コルの29点目を決めるのは誰だプレゼンテッドバイ取れたてネットの結果発表、 B ローズのハーフタイムショー、平塚競輪所属の柴田健選手とのトークセッションをお届けします。さあそれでは B コルの29点目を決めるのは誰だプレゼンテッドバイ取れたてネットの発表です。今日の試合29得点目を決めた選手は
ビジョンにご注目ください。さあこのコーナー3、ナンバー7、谷口博樹。今日の1本目のスリーポイント、谷口選手、これが29得点目でした。
予想が当たった方どれくらいいらっしゃいますでしょうか。予想が的中した方の中から抽選で本日は5名様にこちらオーシャンスタービーフ肩ローススライスすき焼きしゃぶしゃぶ用 500g をプレゼントします。年末に嬉しいですね、
はい、
当選された方には後日メールにてご連絡いたしますのでどうぞお楽しみに。明日のホームゲームもぜひ来場者限定の予想企画を取れたてネットの公式 LINE からご参加ください。
以上 B コルの29点目を決めるのは誰だプレゼンテッドバイ取れたてネットの発表でした。続いては横浜 B コルセアーズチアリーダーズ B ローズのハーフタイムショーをお届けします。ハーフタイムショー B ローズ。さあ改めて今日はね横浜 B コルセアーズのホームゲームお越しいただきありがとうございます。今日は平塚競輪プレゼンツの一戦ということで、はい、まずはウィンディ君ようこそ来てくれました。そしてゲストにご登場いただきましょう。柴田健選手です。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
さてコートの中にこういうものも珍しいんですが、この自転車がひょっとして
これが僕が使ってる 競輪の競技用の自転車です。
柴田選手の実際にねレースで使う自転車ということですね。これ早速ちょっと聞いてみたいんですけど、はい、レース用の自転車ということで、はい、当然普段乗っている自転車とは違うものが1個ありますよね。
そうですね、普段皆さん乗っている自転車は多分ブレーキがついてると思うんですけど、はい、これはブレーキがついてないです。
ブレーキなかったらどうやって止まるんですか？
ブレーキがついてない分足で、
なるほど、
エンジンブレーキで
まあ早くね走るのが目的ですからね。
そうですね。
ということで、柴田選手にいろいろお話を伺っていきたいんですけれども、柴田選手は今おいくつなんですか？
今55歳です。
55歳現役。
はい、ギリギリ現役です。
見習いますでもまだまだ平塚競輪には諸先輩方もね、柴田選手の諸先輩方もまだまだ走ってらっしゃるんですよね。はい、
もう先輩の61を超えるような選手もいます。はい、
還暦を超えてもなお活躍という選手もねいらっしゃるということで、魅力たっぷりの平塚競輪ということですが、さあちょっとねバスケットボールのゲームっていうのもなかなか見る機会がないんじゃないですか？
そうですね。まあでも僕、もう B コルの試合、もう4回目ですか。はい。
B コルブースターです、柴田選手。
いつも応援してます。
ありがとうございます。さあね、前半を終えたところということで、この後もさらに盛り上がっていただきたいんですが、さてどうしてもね柴田選手にお聞きしたいのが、はい、競輪界もこの年末に向けてビッグなイベントがあるということでね。
そうですね。はい、28、29、30の、競輪の一番強い人を決めるレースがあります。
はい、これが競輪グランプリ。
そうです。はい。
これどういった位置づけのレースになるんでしょう？
もう競輪の最高峰の、もう競輪選手の中の一番を決めるような選手、大会です。
はい、年末に、今年一番の選手を決めようというね、はい、そういったレースになるんですが、ちなみにこの競輪グランプリ優勝しますと賞金は選手どれくらいもらえるんですか
？1億4000万です。
1億4000万円、すごいですね。
そうですね。
はい、この、最後のねこのレースに向けて競輪選手は、日々切磋琢磨していると言っても過言じゃないですね。
そうですね。はい、はい、
さあこの、競輪グランプリ今年の、この大一番ですが、柴田選手から見る、見どころというのはどういったところを挙げられますか？
やっぱりもう9名しか選ばれないんですよ、この出れる選手が。はい、それをこの、多分3分ぐらいのレースですか、その中でみんな練習してきて、そこにかける走りをやっぱり生で見るのが一番いいと思います。はい、
今年の一番は一体誰なのか、ぜひね見ていただきたい、見届けていただきたいな。
そうですね。
これが実際に12月30日の、優勝戦ということで行われるということですね。はい、さあその競輪グランプリですが、柴田選手から、今日ね来られている B コルブーサー、エベッサブーサーの方もいらっしゃいますけれども、どのように楽しんでいただくのが一番いいんでしょうか？
競輪を。
そうです。はい、
やっぱりバスケットもやっぱりテレビで見るよりもやっぱ生が間違いないんで、ぜひ平塚競輪場に、30日にその生で、普段この自転車で、これが70キロ近く出る、それを見てもらうと、おそらくその迫力が伝わると思うので、ぜひ生で見てほしいですね。
そしてなんといってもこの足の太さというものもですね皆さんで見ていただきたいというふうに思っております。ぜひ12月28日から30日の3日間競輪グランプリ2025、こちら開催ということになります。皆さんこちらもね楽しみにしておきましょう。ということでこの時間ですが、平塚競輪所属柴田健選手にお話を伺ってきました。最後に一言だけお願いします。
28、29、30と、僕は必ず競輪場にいるので、もし声来てくれたら「Go B Go」って言ってもらえたら嬉しいです。
はい、ぜひみんなで言いましょう。最後にいきますよ、せーの、 Go B Go。 ありがとうございました。
2024年静岡、そのゴールはスタートだった。365日
ただろう。それでも届かないゴールがあった。ゴールは自分より上にある。ソフトバンク。
10年目の B リーグ、数々の名勝負、歓声に包まれた瞬間も数えきれない感動も、熱狂とともに生まれた奇跡が全てここにある。10度目の季節を共に B1 だけでなく B2、B3 も全試合見られるのはバスケットライブだけ。今すぐダウンロード。
それではここで横浜 B コルセアーズをご支援いただいておりますトップパートナーをご紹介いたします。トップパートナーコーア、ウェイングトヨタ神奈川、それではここで B リーグのパートナー各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク、 B リーグタイトルパートナーリソナグループ、 B リーグイノベーションパートナーインフロニアホールディングス、 B リーグパートナーズ日本生命、 T-IS、 B ライブ、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズ、モルテン、朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、 EY ジャパン、エニタイムフィットネス、ストライク、スポーツデポ、ロックアイス、ふるさとチョイス、ゴルクス、日清食品、 DNA、 B リーグサプライヤー &ST ホールディングス、 B リーグコミュニケーションパートナー LINE ヤフー、 B リーグスポーツ振興&レフェリーサポーティングパートナースポーツくじビナー、 B リーググロースパートナー電通。以上 B リーグのパートナー各社のご紹介でした。
誰もが希望を持って踏み出せる、そんな明日を叶えるリソナグループ。心たぎる瞬間とともに夢やエナジーを生み出す B リーグ。2つの思いが共鳴し、あらゆる人の未来にかつてない熱狂をプラスする。ジョイン・ザ・ホープ。リソナグループは B リーグのタイトルパートナーです。求められるインフラは時代で変わる。求 求められるインフラは地域で変わる。本当に必要なインフラを提供し続けたい。その道のりは険しく果てしない。それでも私たちは地域の未来へパスをつなぎたい。
Terrific showing by both these squads here in the first two periods of play. Almost dead even. Just 1 point separating these two squads. Osaka up by 1. As you look at some of the numbers, total field goal shooting, 58% for Osaka, 64% for Yokohama. So not that big a discrepancy. In terms of 11 rebounds for Yokohama, 12 for Osaka. In terms of assists, dead even at 16. Steals, 2 for Yokohama, 1 for Osaka. In terms of turnovers, 6 turnovers for the B-CORSAIRS, 5 for EVESSA. And that's why you can see just how tight an affair we have here this afternoon. Everybody getting into the scoring, even Joji Takeuchi from 3. Nishita with a nice pocket pass, gets it to his big man. Tarzevsky has done so well inside the shaded area, but so has Caleb Tarzevsky. These two big men really have evened each other, cancelled each other out. Luther. Tarzevsky not wanting to challenge there. And then the shot, second three-pointer from Taniguchi. He'll finish with 6 points. He's really a 3-point specialist. And here are the numbers. Broken down from 2-point field goals. EVESSA shooting much better at 78% as compared to 68%. Then you flip that script when it comes to 3-point shooting. 58% shooting as compared to just 40% by Osaka EVESSA from deep. In terms of free throws, 100%, 6 out of 6. For the B-CORSAIRS, 10 out of 15 for 66%, though they did have a total of 4 more in terms of actual made free throws. Everything else is just about even. You can see 22 to 20. Those are the points in the paint. Biggest discrepancy really is the bench points. 28 bench points for Osaka EVESSA, 16 for the B-CORSAIRS. Looking at the top scorers for both these squads, Tarzevsky with 12, 8 apiece for Clark and Inglis. There you have it. On the flip side, for the visitors, 10 points for Luther, 8 for Hirun, and Matt Barnes with 7. So you can see the imports essentially canceling each other out. Look at more numbers in terms of rebounds. 3 boards for Tarzevsky, 3 for Sakamoto. Not too many rebounds. 2 for King, 1 for Sudo, 2 for Bonds, and 1 for Ray Goda. In terms of assists, Kinoshita, coming off the bench, has 7. 4 dimes for Kiefer Ravena, 4 dimes for Damien Inglis. When we are underway, second half. Everything to be played for here. Another 3, not that time. Taniguchi found himself open. Nothing on the other end. Inglis, quick explosion. Will kick it back out. Tarzevsky. Nice basket there from Taniguchi. He's got 8 points. Suzuki trying to force the issue. A foul is going to be called on Sudo. That's going to be tough. Having to stick with Suzuki. We're still checking on the status of Ray Goda, who got injured or shaken up after a big collision in the first half, and he has yet to return. Oh, there he is. He's back on the floor. Nice to see him ready to go. That pass to the wing, just too high. I guess Hayato Maki forgot Tatsuya Suzuki was only 5'7". He threw it up thinking it was an import. Gonna make that catch in the corner. Taniguchi holding on to it, gives it up to Tarzevsky. Ando comes out. Shot clock starting to wind down. We gotta look for the basket. Sudo realizes it. Forces that one up? No. Hurried shot. Here comes Suzuki inside against the Giants. Gets a layup. What a perfect pass there from Matt Bonds. Seesaw affair we have. Taniguchi again. Gets it off. Inglis. Extra pass. Seiya Ando a little bit too strong. Almost a steal. Nice tap by Suzuki to keep it with his squad. Again, if you're just joining us, no Ray Parks. Suzuki launches a 3 and hits. Parks is in Thailand, playing for the national squad of the Philippines. Foul's going to be called on Suzuki. Now a 5-point lead once again. 4-point lead. Check that. 55-51. First personal foul on Suzuki. This lead at the moment ties the biggest Osaka has enjoyed here this afternoon. Sudo will launch. That was halfway down, comes out and right back in. 10 points now for Koya. What a close affair we have here. Matt Bonds will miss everything though. Biggest lead in the ball game for Yokohama was at 7, 33-26. Biggest lead for the squad of Osaka is at 4. Was at 4. The first being at 50-46. And then it was tied 6 times. Multiple lead changes. Aoki back. He had 3 fouls earlier. Nice smile there from Aoki, but he wasn't smiling early in the first half when he had to be pulled out with 2 quick fouls. Tarzevsky suddenly goes back to Damien Inglis. There's a steal. Aoki will try to look inside, gets it to Bonds. Nice recognition. You want to get it to your import, especially if he's sealed properly. Not the best of passes. Almost a steal there from Inglis. Kiefer Avena will check in. He's got 2 points in the contest and a couple of dimes. Bonds up high. Suzuki will try to get closer. That's actually Hayato Maki. He knows what to do inside the paint. (57-54). Inglis tries his hand at a three, a little bit too strong. Probing once again on the outside. Matt Bonds puts up a three. Swishes that one through. And it's now a 6-point lead. 60-54. Osaka trying to pull away here. Kiefer tries to answer back and does. Kiefer now with 5 points. And he cuts that lead in half. 60-57. Aoki, inside, outside. Another three here for Bonds. That rattled around and eventually will drop. Yokohama will call a timeout. It seems like the offense of Osaka has just found its fluidity.
さあ後半の立ち上がりも一進一退の攻防。さあここからもっともっと皆さんの力が必要になってきます。さあ手拍子を送っていこう。クロックロックロックロック。スリーポイントショット、マット・ボーンズ、タイムアウト。ここからゲームをひっくり返していくぞ。さあみんなでゴービーコー、この声を送りたいと思います。ワン、ツー、スリー、ゴービーコー。オッケー。横浜ボールでリスタート。
Back to the action here at the Yokohama International Pool. Timeout had to be called here by Coach Lassie Tuovi. His team now down by 6. Kiefer Aben inside. That was a well-run play. Kiefer now with 7 points. Now starting to find his rhythm. 5 points in this quarter. Total of 7. Maki will give it up. Crisp passing being shown here by Osaka. Shot clock's down to 5. Long bomb will not be detonated. A steal here from Ryan Luther. Bonds to the wing. All by his lonesome. A little bit too strong though. Luther will lose possession. Beside himself there. He said that was an easy layup. Should have been. Matsuzaki will check in. First time we're seeing Hiroki Matsuzaki in this ball game. Let's see how he can add whatever he can add coming off the bench here today. Kiefer inside. Inglis had to give it out. They want to attack the defense. Forced to put up a 3 here. Nice tap. Back to Ravenna. An offensive foul is going to be called here. On who? It's going to be an offensive foul on Kiefer. Even he's surprised. It'd be nice if we can see that again. There might have been a little shove as he drove to the basket. Nonetheless, we're going the other way. Second personal foul. There's confirmation on Kiefer. Two-man game. Morii will be called for a foul here. He was holding on to Takeuchi. Fourth personal foul on Kenta. It might be a short afternoon for Morii. Yokohama in the penalty with still 3:55 to be played. Can OSAKA take advantage here? Deep three, no. Is there going to be a foul? It might be a foul on Joji. It is. His first, second team foul for OSAKA. Ando will find Clark. Clark to the wing. Ravenna. High looping three. He's in double digits. 7 of his 10 points. All scored here in the third. Coming alive when his team needs him most. Bonds misfires. That's going to cut the lead down to just one. A foul is going to be given up here by Kinoshita on Kiefer. First foul on Makoto. Ravenna has really picked up the slack here for his squad. And they go back to Kiefer, rightly so. He finds a shooter on the wing. That is his specialty. Matsuzaki waiting for the pass, got it. Another assist for Ravenna, and he has taken over here in quarter number 3.
OSAKA ボールのリスタート。
Chance of defense here from the faithful of the B-CORSAIRS. The squad up by 2 now. Bonds will go inside. No extra pass. They were trying to get it to the shooter. There was no shooter at the corner. 24-second shot clock violation. Ando back. That's more firepower from the backcourt. It's Ravenna and Seiya Ando together with Clark. That's an explosive combination. Ravenna will put up a three, just short there. That might be a foul on Tarzewski. Joji Takeuchi will be called for the personal here, holding on to Caleb.
大阪にファウルがありました。大阪15番竹内ジョージのファウル。
That could have gone either way.
チームファウルはこれで4つです。大阪選手交代がありました。3人の選手が入ってきました。
Deep shot, short. Sei Ando apologizes there. Sei Ando has really not been able to contribute the way he's expected to. He's averaging in double digits. Right now, only with 3 points. His averages 15.2. That's a far cry. But again, still got an entire fourth quarter to be played. And Ando is one of those players that can score in bunches. Foul's going to be called. That's going to be on Kiefer. That's going to mean free throws. Both teams in the penalty here for the final minute 39. That's the third on Kiefer. He might have to hit the bench. That's going to halt their progress. Suzuki, though, will miss. He'll miss both. The keeper still on the floor. He's got to be careful that he can't pick up a fourth. Ando attacks. 2 free throws coming up for Seiya. Who would say on the floor? It might be nice to get another shooter onto the court right now. Rest Ravenna. Make sure that he's good for the fourth period. Kai King can be an option as Suzuki picks up a personal. Lead is now at 3. Not a problem on the second free throw as well. Approaching the 1 minute mark in the third. Suzuki finds Luther. Quick turn. Push shot once again works. That's his third basket with the push shot. He's got a total of 12. Almost a traveling violation there. Gary Clark. Long rebound goes to Caleb. Ravenna tries to take advantage of Suzuki's height. Clark once again, no. That's great boxing out and a nice rebound from Uematsu. Steal here from Kiefer, almost. Kiefer looking over at Lasituovi. Well, it now depends if you want to use your challenge here. Trying to gain possession. Yes, that's critical. But in a very close affair such as this one, maybe you might have wanted to just play defense. But again, Kiefer was begging him. I think they're going to win this challenge. He tapped it, and it hit Ryan. At least with the naked eye, that's what it looked like. Let's see here. That was a gamble taken here by Kiefer.
ここで使いました。気迫あふれるキーファー・ラベナのプレー。
Did it hit Kiefer on the way out?
なお大阪エベッサはヘッドコーチチャレンジまだ
We saw two angles already. The referees will have other angles to look at. There it is once again. Well, the hand of Kiefer and the hand of Ryan were so close to each other. Hard to tell who it came off. But Ravenna did the right thing. He tried to tap it against the body here of Luther. Well, the evidence has got to be conclusive. But the call on the floor is ball for Osaka. Quite a risk though taken by Kiefer with his 3 personal fouls. They're going to win possession.
大阪ボールとなります。ゲームクロック第3クォーター残り29秒9、29秒9まで戻されるということです。選手交代横浜。ラベナに代わってナンバー23。
Here comes Kai King. That's the substitution we were looking for a little bit earlier, but nonetheless it worked because Kiefer got a steal. Now let's see if they can make it count. Who they say it wasn't conclusive. So they lost their challenge. Double sent. Suzuki. High and will miss. At worst, Yokohama will go into the final quarter with the lead here. 4 shot, nothing. Opportunity, Suzuki, cut it off late. 3 quarters are done here at the Yokohama International Pool. And it's the home squad, the B-CORSAIRS, up by 2, 67 to 65.
さあ第3クォーターわずかながらも逆転した横浜 B-CORSAIRS。 しかしこの第4クォーター残す10分が勝負を分けるポイント。残りの10分最高のエールをブーストをさあやっていこうじゃないか。いくぞゴーゴービコゴーゴービコゴーゴービコ。さあいざ第4クォーター。残す10分。さあ行こう海賊たち。第4クォーター大阪ボールで始まっていきます。
Aoki with 3 fouls, the only player actually for Osaka. in foul trouble. Kiefer Bennett with 3 on the other end. As we enter the 4th period. That's a nice handoff. That's a clean block, they say. There was a lot of body, but referees say play on. Extra pass. Matsuzaki almost lost it, and does. Bonds will finish here. We are deadlocked at 67. They had Tarzewski inside for the easy layup a while ago. Didn't look for that option. Matsuzaki finds Caleb. Caleb with the handoff. Back to Ando. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. That offensive thrust was going nowhere from the beginning. We're going to have an exciting 4th period, that's for sure. Both these squads have been fighting tooth and nail all throughout the afternoon. Who will pick up the victory? Yokohama right now at 8-13. Osaka at 9-12. Ryan Luther tries to hand it down. Off the turnover, Kinoshita will stop the fast break with a foul. Again, if you're just joining us, no Ray Parks for Osaka. They allowed him to play for the Philippine squad in the SEA Games. Philippines looking for another gold medal in the 33rd edition of the Southeast Asian Games. Matthew Wright, another player formerly of the B-League, beefing up the squad. They're going to say it's a 3-second violation. Coach Hiroki happy about that call. That's been called twice here this afternoon. Settling to a zone. And the zone will allow those corner threes, just not dropping there. Ravenna back. He had an exceptional 3rd period. Trying to carry that momentum here into the 4th. Clark up against Takeuchi. Puts up a jumper short. Takeuchi did his job. And that's going to be a problem here. Holding on to his ankle is Matt Bonds. He landed on the foot. Watch it here. Off that rebound. Actually, he didn't land on anybody's foot. He just twisted his ankle. But a foul is going to be called on Damien Inglis. The question is, can Matt Bonds return? Now looking towards the bench. They might have to replace him. And you want to replace him with a good free throw shooter. They're going to help him to the bench. They're going to work on his ankle. It might be doubtful to see him back in this ball game. You can see the look of concern on the fans of Osaka EVESSA, and rightly so. That's 23 points, a ball game being taken off the floor right now. We're tied at 67. Ray Goda checks in. Luther hits the deck. Again, we're going the other way this time. Seiya Ando will be fouled there by Ray.
20番ゴーダレー不思議のファウル個人2つ目チームファウル2つ目
Ray's primary task is just to shadow and shut down Seiya Ando. And so far they have. Ando with only 5 points. That's well below his average of 15.5. Ravenna will look inside. Damien Inglis against a triple team. Finds the open Seiya Ando. That is one individual you cannot double off. And Ando makes them pay. Lead at 3. 70-67. Luther can go to his patented hook shot or push shot. Will force the issue. And they're going to say there's a foul apparently.
大阪ボール
Well, they're going to say still Osaka ball.
大阪は52番
Volodymyr,
が入りますショットクロックが
the Ukrainian, is back on the floor for Coach Fujita. Almost a pass going awry. Ryan for 3, yes!
スリーポイントショットライアン・ルーシャ
We're deadlocked again. That is the 8th tie of the ball game.
横浜ボール
You can see how sticky the defense of Ray Goda is.
西に変わったナンバー25ケーレブ・ターズスキー
Tarzevsky will come in. He's got 12 points.
ショットクロック19秒
He will pull out Gary Clark for the time being.
横浜
Seiya. Seiya against 2. Finds the open shooter. No. Tarzevsky with an offensive rebound. Shot clock's winding down. It's a 3. Inglis realizes it, steps back, and hits. That's a tough shot. He hit one earlier in the first half. He's now with 10 points, but he has had to bleed for those 10. Exceptional pass. That's an easy layup there for Herun. We're tied once again. Looks like this tide is going to go all the way down to the waning seconds.
大阪4番青木康則イリーガルユースオブハンズのファウル個人4つ目チームファウルは3つ目
Fourth personal foul going to be called here on Aoki. He'll be lifted.
森健太
Kenta Mori will come back in. He has 4 personal. Oh, check that. Yes. 3 points, 4 fouls. 4 fouls also for Aoki. Cheers of Go Yokohama. That's a nice explosion to the basket. You can't stop that. Inglis now with 12. Ryan. Luther gives it up. Sets that pick. Can't get it back. Damien Inglis, one of the leaders in steals here in the B-League, will hit back-to-back shots. And a timeout will have to be called now by Coach Fujita. Just 5 seconds before we get to our technical timeout.
ビアン・イングリス攻守にわたる大活躍、リードを広げた海賊たち。さあもっともっと皆さんパワーを選手たちに届けていきましょう。ワン、ツー、スリー、ゴービーコー。第4クォーター残り5分7秒。大阪ボール。
In a few seconds, we're going to have another timeout, which is actually an official timeout, which is the first dead ball situation after the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Getting away for the basket there is Kinoshita. Well-run play. He's got 4 points, and here is that official timeout.
オフィシャルタイムアウト。残り5分を切るところまでの大阪、この7秒間、この一つのオフェンス一つ決めてきました。2点差。残りは5分を切ってきました。本当の力が試される5分間。さあ手拍子。スリーポイントショット、ライアン・ルーシャ。さあ間もなくゲームリスタートとなります。さあ攻めていく海賊たち。ワン、ツー、スリー、ゴービーカー。
Under 5 minutes left in this ball game. 76 for Yokohama, 74 for Osaka. The B-CORSAIRS with possession. Ravenna at the point. Some misdirection. And Muri will head to the line after he got fouled on that incursion.
31番木下誠、プッシングのファール、個人3つ目。チームファウル大阪、これで4つに達しました。
Kinoshita sticking a little bit too close. Clearly a foul.
大阪のチームファウルはこれで4つ。この後大阪のディフェンスファウルはボーナスのフリースローが横浜に与えられていくということになります。この後です。
Kenta on the 15-foot line, trying to increase the lead of his squad. Now with 36 still to be played in this ball game. Osaka in the penalty the rest of the way. A little bit too strong there. Lead is at 3. Herun finds Sega. Sega's not going to launch from there. Kinoshita might. Herun to the wing. Takeuchi will lose it though. That's great D. And the crowd loving it.
大阪選手交代35番鈴木達也が入ります。
Looking at the turnover situation, 12 turnovers for Yokohama, 12 for Osaka. 4 minutes and change. Luther back, already with 15 points.
Game clock 1秒戻されます。4分12秒からのリスタートです。
Muri at the 1. We got Ravenna at the 2. say Ando on the bench. Today has not been his day. Nice find. Inglis was free for the time being. Didn't want to take it. Comes up with a poor pass. That looked like a travel. They're going to let it go. Kinoshita now with 6 points, cutting that lead to just 1. Both teams playing so physical. Ravenna. Floater a little bit too strong. Sudo gets the offensive rebound. That's a smart play there from Kiefer. All he made sure was there was contact from Kinoshita, who was sticking too close. 4th personal foul here on Makoto. 2 free throws now for Ravenna. That's the problem when you get into early foul trouble. You'll pay the price by giving too many free throws. 2 crucial free throws coming up here for Kiefer. Kiefer, very reliable from that 15-foot line. Makes the first. Second, a little bit too strong. He took a little bit too long on that one. But the ball will stay here with the home squad. The chagrin of Coach Hiroki. Oh, he's going to get possession. What is he complaining about? Approaching the 3-minute mark. Just a 2-point lead here by the hosts. Kinoshita finds Luther. Luther inside, yes. Tied again at 78. That's how close it's been. This is our 10th tie. Inglis picked up his dribble. Almost a 5-second violation. We'll get it back here. Falling away. Damien got fouled. They can review this one if they're displeased with the call. Kinoshita's done. Now is when they could really use Ray Parks. He can spread the floor. He can also bring down that basketball. Not to mention the fact that he plays tough defense on the opposing imports. Inglis makes the first. Second on the way. Another miss. They've missed 2 free throws in the last 2 trips. Maki. They'll go inside. Volodymyr tries to make his move. That's going to be a back in violation. That's a good call. That was touched last by a player in white. It is just one. .2:14 to be played here. They look for English once again. He has been their main man. Seiya Ando back, launches and hits. And that's why he's a Japanese star, now with 11 points. Close to his average here. Lead is up to 4. Luther will get fouled. Duty foul given up here by Gary Clark. Only the second team foul. That's his third though. They have 2 more fouls to give. Expect Kiefer to be back in a bit. Just giving him a quick blow. Deep 3, Hayato Maki. That spins around. Herun gives his squad another possession. That pass too tight. Lucky break there for the B-CORSAIRS. They gave up an offensive rebound, but they're still going to maintain this 4-point lead, and they now have possession. They get it inside to Clark. Seiya Ando will push. Safely past the timeline. They'll work their half-court set. Inglis once again. Inglis tries to get inside. A foul's going to be called on Volodymyr. Well, the big question here, after that first personal foul of Herun, is can Yokohama make their free throws? They've missed 2 already. 1 from Kiefer and 1 from Damian Inglis. Two shots coming up. So far, 15 markers put together here by Inglis. Already a 2-possession ball game. You can try to stretch that lead even further. What a time for them to pull away here in the last few minutes of this contest. That'll make it 6. Timeout here called by Osaka. They need to score when we come back. .109 remaining in this one. Seiya Ando with 11 points. Koresudo has had his contributions here today. Osaka needing to score here to have any chance in this ball game. But one more stop, that could be it. That could be the victory here for the B-CORSAIRS. Which way will it go? Suzuki in the ball game. Try to add some speed and some firepower. That looked like a long two. It was. It's not gonna drop. Foul's gonna be called.
ボーナス2ショット横浜。ファウルは
More free throws coming up.
大阪52番ボーディビルゲルプッシングのファウル個人2つ目。
They were looking for a three. That was a long two. Even if it dropped, that would have still been a two-possession affair. Well, they're now gonna foul.
ダミアン
Trying to extend this game. That's the only thing they can do. English, though, with just one of these two free throws, can make it a three-possession affair. English looking to put this game away here. And that just might be it. If he makes the second, that'll be an 8-point deficit facing Osaka. Again, Ray Parks, a deadly three-point shooter, is unavailable today. Actually unavailable this weekend. Leads at 8. Let's see if there's going to be a quick score. That's what they need. Three won't drop. Ryan almost lost it. Forces it up. Still not going to go. And coming away with it, Seiya Ando. That'll be ball game. Just about. Gets it past the timeline. Just in the nick of time. Now not needing to score anymore. Let's say Ando will try. Gives it up. That's going to be a turnover. 8 seconds remaining. It's definitely a one-ball game now, as the B-CORSAIRS will equal the record of Osaka EVESSA. Trying to get the final say, and Uematsu does. It's a foul called.
35番鈴木達也イーグルユースオブ初のファウル個人3つ目。
Not quite sure why Moriya was actually even going for the shot. He should have just tried to dribble it out. Third personal foul will be called on Suzuki. So free throws coming up. Moriya with one more coming up. Why not make it? It'll look good in the score sheet. A little bit too strong though. And that will be your final score, 87-80. And the home squad, the B-CORSAIRS, pick up a victory here. Victory number 9 at the Yokohama International Pool this Saturday afternoon. These two squads will face each other once again tomorrow. But before that, stick around for interviews of our winning coach and some of the star players. There's big man Mike Kotsar. He's in the lineup. He's injured though. But they have Caleb Tarzewski taking his spot. Osaka says thank you to the fans that have come out to support the B-League, and they do have a section there of fans from Osaka. But we're going to hear from Coach Lassie Tuovi in a bit.
賞和光産業プレゼンツ MIP 賞平塚競輪 MVP 賞の発表と選手へのインタビューを行います。最後には選手のコート一周セレモニーを行いますので今しばらくお待ちください。
さあ、ビーコルブルーサーの皆さん、横浜ビーコルセーズ勝ちました。では Y セレブレーションのお時間です。皆さんお立ちください。さあお立ちください。選手の皆さん、スタッフの皆さんもコート中央へお願いします。
Coach Lasitov is still sitting down, quite surprised, because he should be getting ready for the interview. Seiya Ando struggled all throughout, but he hit a big 3 to extend the lead from just 1 point to make it 4. And they never look back. Solid game from Kiefer Avena. He held the fort, especially in the third quarter. And there you have confirmation. These two squads will play each other once again tomorrow. Again at 1 o'clock, Philippine Standard Time. 1400, Japan Standard Time. Now Coach Lassie.
ではお願いします。
Konnichiwa. Thank you for the support.
本日も応援本当にありがとうございました。
I think the team has played and giving a lot of effort after the bye week.
バイウィーク明けで本当にこのチームはすごく努力していると思います。
We talked that we want to start well after the good 2 weeks of practice.
2週間いい練習して、いいスタートと切れるようにっていう話をしていて。
And tomorrow is the 5th game. Now we have 3 victories and 1 defeat.
で明日でバイウィーク明け5試合目で、今3勝目になりました。
So we definitely want to win and get the 4th one. So please come and support tomorrow.
だからこそ明日も勝っていい日にしたいと思うので、また明日も応援よろしくお願いします。
Once again, thank you for the support. ありがとうございました。
改めまして応援ありがとうございました。
ラッシュ・トービーヘッドコーチ、ありがとうございました。
続きまして本日一番熱かった選手としてバスケット
Straight to the point there was Coach Lassie Tuovi. Let's see who among the players we're going to hear from in this victory of Yokohama.
Number 4, Damian English. ダミアン・イングリッシュ選手には副賞として賞金が贈られます。ではフォトセッションです。オンファイア賞ナンバー4、ダミアン・イングリッシュ。
続きまして最も印象に残った選手に贈られる和光産業プレゼンツ MIP 賞の発表です。
本日の和光産業プレゼンツ MIP 賞はナンバー3、須藤光也。須藤光也選手には副賞として和光産業様より賞金が贈られます。ではフォトセッションです。和光産業プレゼンツ MIP 賞ナンバー3、須藤光也。
最後に本日最も活躍した選手に贈られる平塚競輪 MVP 賞の発表です。
本日の平塚競輪 MVP 賞はナンバー4ダミアン・イングリッシュ。ダミアン・イングリッシュ選手には副賞として平塚競輪様よりクオカード5万円分が贈られます。さあフォトセッション、バンクエンジェル、さらにはウィンディ一緒にね、フォトセッションということになります。はい、少し中央に寄っていただいて、はい、平塚競輪 MVP 賞ナンバー4ダミアン・イングリッシュ。
それではインタビューです。まずは和光産業プレゼンツ MIP 賞に輝きました須藤光也選手からコメントをいただきます。須藤選手、お願いします。
今日もたくさんの応援ありがとうございました。ラッシュが言ったように、チームとして良くなっている部分が、はたくさんあるので、それが今日は、勝ちにつながってすごく良かったと思います。明日も勝てるように、頑張りますので応援よろしくお願いします。
和光産業プレゼンツ MIP 賞は須藤光也選手でした。大きな拍手をお願いします。
最後にオンファイヤー賞、そして平塚競輪 MVP 賞のダブル受賞となりましたダミアン・イングリッシュ選手からコメントをいただきます。イングリッシュ選手、お願いします。
こんにちは。私はダミちゃんです。Good win です。また明日。
オンファイヤー賞、そして平塚競輪 MVP 賞ダミアン・イングリッシュ選手、大きな拍手をお送りください。では選手の皆さん、スタッフの皆さん、コートに整列をお願いします。リソナグループ B リーグ2025-26平塚競輪プレゼンツ横浜 B-CORSAIRS vs 大阪エベッサ。本日も熱い応援誠にありがとうございました。さあこの後選手がコートを一周していきます。コートを一周していく選手たちにね、ぜひエールを送ってください。応援タオルをお持ちの方はぜひ選手たちにね見せてくださいね。アピールしていただきたいと思います。さあコート一周、さあコート一周が始まっています。皆さんお席立ち上がらないようにお願いいたします。
Let's now take a look at the highlights here. From all four quarters, the victory of Yokohama over Osaka as they win this one 87-80. First and foremost, let's go to the interview a while ago of Koya Sudo. He just thanked the fans, said thank you for cheering, and we now slowly but surely becoming a greater team. He says we have another game tomorrow, please come, enjoy the action, and of course, please cheer for us as they try to look for back-to-back victories here this weekend. Well-run fast break, finding the trailer, Volodymyr Herun. Volodymyr is 6'10", but you can see he runs like a guard. Nice basket there, coming from Taniguchi. He would finish with 8 points, hitting 2 big threes. Caleb Darzemski, the 7-footer, held his own against Volodymyr. Ryan Luther doing what he does best. Hits from the outside, finds Joji Takeuchi for this three. The big man can still light it up from downtown. Volodymyr once again getting fouled, completes that, and will make the 3-point play. Here was that easy layup from Ryan. Luther would finish his game with 17 points. He also had 3 rebounds and 3 assists. That was the play to end the half. After 10 minutes, it was 26 apiece. After 2 periods, it was 50-49 in favor of Osaka. That would be the final basket for Taniguchi as he brought it closer. Hits that one from 17 feet, and then Tatsuya Suzuki using his speed, beating everybody there to the punch. Koya Sudo will get that one to drop. Sudo would finish with 10 points. Also had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. One of the few free throws for Seiya Ando. That'll bring him to 7,000 points. What a milestone here. Actually, another milestone could have happened if Kiefer Avena got 13 points today. He would have reached 2,000 points. Kiefer Avena today will end up with 11 points. So he's just 2 points shy of 2,000 points here in the B-League. Could have been a double milestone game for Yokohama. But Kiefer Avena was actually not on the floor in the final seconds. Yokohama picks up their 9th victory of the season at the expense of Osaka, winning this one here 87-80. And there are the numbers. Shooting just about even from 2-point distance, 66% as compared to 64%. But this is where it really tipped in their favor. 46%, that's very good from 3. 13 out of 28 as compared to just 37 for Osaka. And then Yokohama, who had less free throws after 2 periods, now shot 6 more. That's why they win this one with a quite comfortable margin. So it was close all the way. Only Yokohama pulling away in the final minute. "14 turnovers each. Biggest discrepancy was 40 and 28. Those are the points in the paint. That was, of course, Ryan Luther, Matt Bonds, and Herun doing damage. The big question mark now is, will Matt Bonds be available for tomorrow after that sprained and twisted ankle? We got the leaders here for scores, rebounding, and assists. 19 points for Inglis, 8 boards for Tarzewski, and 9 assists for Damon Inglis. Almost a double-double. Luther would finish with 17, 6 boards for Herun, and 8 dimes for Kinoshita. Key player matchup here. Just about even. Both of them playing major minutes. And definitely Bonds would have played at least 30 minutes if he didn't get injured. But in the end, the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS will pick up the win here, winning by 7, 87-80. That's going to do it for our coverage. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us once again this Saturday afternoon for B-League action. Till next time, take care. Have a great Saturday ahead. God bless.